And we are live back again with yet another one. And in today's video, Steve and I are going to react to the first legs for the Champions League playoffs, where we had 6 ties, and the winners would go on to the Champions League group stage, while the losers would go into the Europa League. So you get a consolation prize, a really good one if you don't go on to win, and you get something really nice if you pick up a victory in the tie. And that's a Champions League spot to rub shoulders with the big boys. Steve, how you feeling?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Doing good. Doing pretty good.
All right, nice to know. You enjoy the matches today or what?
Yeah? No, I was very entertained by it. I watched the first half of the Benfica game and was like, all right, they've got that in the bag. Then I switched second half. I watched the Maccabi Haifa Crvena zvezda game. I was at work, so I was trying to do dishes and get this dog here, and so I wasn't paying full attention. But when I could, I was trying to listen.
Okay.
I got a decent.
Hopefully you caught the highlights for the games you didn't watch as well, too, right? Yeah.
No, I actually, for a few of them, I didn't. But
Oh. Yeah, well, I caught the highlights, so that's very important.
yeah,
But I know you have 2 games on your sites, and you
Yeah.
don't really. I know you don't really care about a lot of these games. Like the games that you really care about, the Bodo Glimt Dynamo, and Bodo Glimt won that game, and the game between Qarabağ and Plzeň.
well,
Those are
Rangers I care about, obviously.
yeah, but
Watch,
those
yeah.
2 games are the ones you really were keeping your eye on.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at these. Big up to everybody watching the live stream. But if you're watching the replay, appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button for yet another one. So, look, Steve, let's go through each and every one of these fixtures and, share your thoughts. We're not going to be super long tonight, but we just want to make sure we pop up and react to these results as well. So, let's start with the Bodo Glimt 1, Dinamo Zagreb 0. Pellegrino in the 37th minute. Look, this guy Amal Pellegrino has been really good for Bodo Glimt. It's a pity he's not about 26. He's about 32. If he
Yeah.
was about 26, man, I think he could have been on the rise for real. And 32, is in the twilight of his career, and he's enjoying some very good matches there and some good form with Bodo Glimt. So 1-0, man. This is a game that I actually saw, and Bodo Glimt do deserve the victory. I think they could have won by even more. And Dynamo, when they did get the few chances that they got, they did not capitalize. They did score a goal, but that was deemed rightfully offside. But
Yeah.
they just weren't clinical, man. I don't know what it was. Maybe they were jet lagged or they weren't settled. But whenever there was a half chance or an opportunity, even from a terrible mistake there in the second half, Dinamo just didn't punish Bodo Glimt. Because the game, even though I think Bodo Glimt were the better team, it could have easily ended in a 1-1 draw. But
Yeah.
Bodo Glimt continued their really, really good home form, as we spoke about during the build-up. And Dynamo's away form has always been a bit dodgy.
Shake.
So how you feel?
Well, for my prediction, I'm feeling all right because I just need a draw in Zagreb, and then Bodo can get that prediction for me. So I'm feeling good in that regard. No, I think this is business as usual for Bodo Glimt. Like you said, I think Bodo could have put away a few more. I could have won by a few more, but Dinamo Zagreb also had chances. So I didn't catch much of the game, but when I did watch a little bit of it, I thought Bodo looked like the better side. So I'm pretty, I'm not surprised really by the result. Are you necessarily?
I am a bit, I think Dynamo could have done a lot better. If we go down to the lineup here, Ljubicic at left back is a weak spot. Mugisha, was all over him. So, I think if Dynamo are to, overturn this first leg deficit, they ought to actually maybe change a few personnel. Misic picked up a yellow card. He'll be missing from the next game.
Yeah.
So definitely some chopping and changes have to be done, because Mugisha, he looked really, really good. And the likes of Veltlesen and Salvesen, Pellegrino, Saltness, these guys are, a solid, solid players, man. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
And I have to give Bodo Glimt a lot of credit for, just their recruitment after losing a lot of their better players,
yeah,
where, they were very, very prominent in the Europa Conference League last season. And to be honest, I picked Dynamo. I like Dinamo Zagreb, but if Bodo Glimt do qualify for the Champions League, that'll be a big plus and a big. It'll be very, very refreshing to see a team that was in the second tier up until 2016 or so. In the Champions League, that'll be like an Atalanta kind of story. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Because I just like underdog stories like the Sheriff last season, Bodo Glimt this season. They'll truly deserve it, man.
yeah,
So right now it's theirs to lose. They have the advantage going over to the Maxima in Zagreb, and it's up to Zagreb if they want to. A lot at stake. It's up to them if they want to come back. All it takes is one goal. Take it to extra time if you had to take penalties, but I think advantage Bodo Glimt, but it's a tricky situation because the last two away games they did not win. You see what I'm saying? In the Champions League, they lost and drew the other. So a draw would do well for them, not
yeah,
a loss, but it's advantage Bodo Glimt. Right now,
yeah,
it's not looking good for Dynamo because they haven't been clinical. So the crowd got to come out and support them. Small stadium
yeah.
over there in Bodo and bigger stadium, bigger
The
capacity in Dynamo.
Maximir. Yeah,
So they got to come out and have the place shaking
yeah.
to help the team come back in this time, man. So any closing thoughts on this one?
Um, Not really. No, I mean, I thoroughly impressed with Bodo Glimt. Really, I think it doesn't matter who they play. They always fancy themselves, and you could tell they play with confidence, and they know that they're not the superior team on paper, but they believe it. They
Yeah.
believe it and they play like it, and they're not scared of no one. So
So
yeah,
hopefully for them they don't pull a Union St. Giloa, you know what I mean, and
yeah,
rain.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the first tie. I think I'm gonna stick with Dynamo. I think they could overturn this deficit. It's just the 1-0
Oh yeah,
deficit.
it's just one. It's just
Yeah. But I know you'll be watching this game very closely, hoping that Bodo just hold on to this lead and make their Champions League debuts. Let's start Copenhagen 2, Trabzonspor 1. This is one of the result that actually, excuse me, actually shocked me because when I checked the scores, I was like, what? 2-1? And I think Copenhagen started off the game really, really well, man, And
mm,
with that 9th minute goal to Klaassen, that was a very good first time hit. And Lareja, another set piece there, a set piece goal in the 49th. After the second goal was scored by Copenhagen, I think Trabzonspor came into the game really, really well. And you got to give credit to Ginini. When he came on, he just changed the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Bakasetas with that goal there in the 79th minute brought Trabzonspor back into the tie basically for the home leg where they only need to win a goal to nil to take it to extra time. But kudos goes to Copenhagen. I really like the look of Rasmus Falk. I didn't know he was that lively though. That guy is lively.
no, I've
And
like Rasmus Falk's a good player.
you and
I've
you
been
and
a fan of him for a while. Yeah.
you guys, with the long hair as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You,
maybe.
you and Rasmus Falk look alike. You got the same kind of pointy face and everything. So
Fair enough.
yeah, so I think it was a solid performance by Copenhagen. I did realize I did know Matt Ryan transfer to them, but when I
Yeah.
checked the whole the squad, he was listed as injured. I didn't realize he was actually going to start in this game. So it's nice to see Matt Ryan. They had to make a couple saves, but overall Copenhagen were the better team on the day. Sport did play themselves in the game, but they were beaten, well beaten by
Yeah.
Copenhagen. I was actually tempted to go for Copenhagen, to be honest. when I saw the score, I was like, damn, I was gonna go for Copenhagen, but
Bro, I definitely was too, because me and
yeah,
them Turkish teams, bro. I don't
yeah,
trust them.
these Turkish teams are so shaky, bro. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is about them, man. Very, very shaky, man. When it comes to
Trabzonspor do look better though than the
and
other ones, but yeah,
that's the reason why the Turkish league does not have a direct spot into the Champions League because
they used
over
to, but
over the last couple of years they've been doing so poorly, man.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Istanbul, Başakşehir, Besiktas,
Fenerbahce and Galatasaray,
Galatasaray. These teams have not represented well in the Champions League over the last 5 to 6
or any
seasons.
European competition.
Yeah, they have,
For,
especially the Champions League, especially because that holds a lot more weight.
yeah.
So look, the Danish champs Copenhagen could, return to the Champions League. I look, it's hard to bet against them now, but being, Trabzonspor being at home, ball is in their court. They only need to score one. They could come right back. But this tie holds no bearing in terms of the prediction competition between you and I. So
it's still very interesting though.
Yeah, it is. But whoever goes on to win goes on, to the Champions League. Congrats to them. It doesn't really bother me too much. So look, I think Copenhagen might actually hold on to this, but you never know. Still close.
I'm gonna back the maroon and claret and blue to be.
You're gonna back them because they did get the opportunities, but they just didn't put them away.
Yeah.
So in that
I think there will be one comeback, and I could see this one being it because remember, Copenhagen's form is completely erratic.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the only thing
in the league.
That's the only thing that with Copenhagen. They're consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, so Andreas Cornelius, I think, used to play for Copenhagen, so that was not a good return to his home stadium. Didn't really get a lot of chances there. They got to pull their act together. Stryger Larsen did come on as well. If you take a quick look at the lineup, you know what I mean? Guys like Zeka for Copenhagen back fit. Falk, as I mentioned, was really good. Pep Biel playing a false 9 type position there.
Klaassen had a good game.
Klaassen is straight class. The Swedish international there, straight class on the day. But definitely Trabzonspor need to pull their act together big time. Yeah, Stryger Larsen, I did see him he did start the game, but he popped up a little later in the highlights. So, look, we are going to keep it moving. We don't want to stay super, super long on these ties. And the next one, Rangers PSV, another very, very entertaining game between PSV and their opponents because them against Monaco, was a thrilling tie. And now Rangers, another very, very good one. So, in this game, Ibrahim Sangare in the 37th minute, very scrappy goal, ball popped out. Set piece corner, I think it was, and he put in, and then Choliak, put into the far post there. He's been very clinical, 4th goal in 4 games, and then the Tom Lawrence free kick that's poor by Walter Benitez, man. You got to do better than that.
He scrambled, thought he could go back.
Yeah, you got to do better than that, man.
That's the kind of stuff that That's the difference between tens of millions of dollars, man.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that was poor. Look at David De Gea on the weekend though.
I don't know which was worse.
Similar. I think the Walter Benitez one.
I think it was too because it was from a set piece,
and it was a very weak free kick. He didn't even hit it properly.
Yeah.
But I think he thought he had it. And he didn't have it, and it just hit him.
Butterfingers.
I'm telling you, man. So that could prove to be very, very costly as Rangers did take the lead there. But Obispo in the 78th minute, I think that was from another set piece, headed into the back of the net. And PSV comes back. We did predict PSV. But Rangers look very strong, but that's their home leg, though. They're better at home than they are away. And PSV go in, at home would look to, just take that 2-2 draw. They'll take that with
Yeah.
open arms and look to win that home leg and go on to the Champions League to join their fellow rivals, their Ajax in the Champions
Yeah.
League. So Rangers, look, as I mentioned, they sold a lot of their quality. They're still looking to, gel with some of their new players, like Cholyak and Tillman and the guys like Tom Lawrence and just blending with the older guys that were there before. So
Yeah.
it's a blend of new players along with, some of the old guards. So they'll take some time to really, gel and start playing that football. The battle of the Dutch managers, Van Bronckhorst and the Ruud van Nistelrooy. I think I saw a picture of Ruud van Nistelrooy and Sir Alex
With
Ferguson.
Alex Ferguson.
Yeah, went to watch the game too. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy that about 20 years ago you used to watch Ruud van Nistelrooy and now he's the manager. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Look, once again, big up to everybody watching the stream right now. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Definitely appreciate it, guys. This one was an entertaining one. Steve, how do you think it's gonna go though?
I'm cautiously optimistic, but one thing we absolutely have to work on, and I mean absolutely have to work on, is set pieces. Both of the goals we conceded were set pieces. I don't know if it's a man marking thing issue or if it's I'll cover you and then I leave this guy open. I'm not sure what it is, but both those goals were set piece goals for PSV Eindhoven. You can't give a team like PSV those obvious, the blunders like that because they're gonna convert 9 times out of 10, and they did on both chances. So I mean, that's something we definitely got to work on. I'm cautiously optimistic, though. Both teams looked very, very good.
And the thing too, PSV, let's go back to the lineup really quick before we do move on. I'm telling you, Saibari, he had tons of opportunities.
And Jordan Teze also found a lot of space.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Saibari had about 3 to 4 chances to score and didn't. So you got to give credit to the goalkeeper as well, McLaughlin, for, just pulling off some big saves as well. There
I've been really disappointed with Borna Barisic at left back because that's his side. Like, something's got to give with this Barisic and Ridvan Yilmaz thing because Ridvan Yilmaz is only, 20-year-old Turkish left back from Besiktas. He's defensively, that's his first strength, right? So if we don't play him in that second leg, yes, Barisic has quality balls into the box. That's fine. But you can't give the license of that whole side of the pitch to Teze and Salabari. You just can't. And then also they've got Bakayoko out. Was he on the bench for this game?
Bakayoko
he also plays off the right.
Yeah, he wasn't used. There was only one sub used in this game.
Exactly. He plays off the right too. So you've got to bring in Yilmaz sooner rather than later because you're right. He had some that side
there. And Rangers didn't use their subs either, so I guess both managers were very, very cautious in this game.
Yeah.
Look, expect a Joey Veerman special in the second round, and maybe to send PSV into the Champions League, man. But look, a lot of
nothing but clutch for them.
Yeah. Yep, a lot of talent on display for both teams, and it's well poised going into the second leg. Let us actually see how that one would end. So we both went for PSV, but this one could definitely go anyway. Let's move on to the Wednesday matches. Let's talk about this 0-0 draw between Qarabağ and Plzeň. I heard the commentators calling them another, pronouncing
Plzeň?
pronouncing this a bit different. So I was like, okay, okay. But look, I have to say, Qarabağ was the better team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they should have won this game. Plzeň had a few early chances, a couple early chances. Yeah, they didn't take the chances. But I have to say, Qarabağ, man, they were lively and they should have scored. You got to give credit to the goalkeeper, the Plzeň goalkeeper. What's his
Yeah.
name again? Stanek, man. Oh my God. The kind of saves he pulled off, ridiculous saves.
Yeah.
Couple from distance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Couple scrappy balls he had to, so Plzeň, I think the way they approached this game, to be honest, Steve,
Super defensive.
exactly. They were very pragmatic in their approach. They were like saving energy. They didn't want to go too expansive, but
Yeah.
they couldn't help it because Qarabağ, they were just taking the game to Plzeň and, using a home advantage, and it almost paid off for them. I think they were very unlucky not to walk away with a victory in this
Yeah.
game because they were the better team.
Yeah.
And it's just that for Plzeň, their plan would have worked to the T. When you look back at it, you would say their plan would have worked. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Even though they did look vulnerable and the goalkeeper had to save them on many, many occasions.
Yeah.
But they would walk away the happier of the two teams, and they would be backing themselves when they go back to the Czech Republic. They could actually, eke out a win. And I'm hoping and praying that Plzeň get a win, because if Plzeň get a win, it means I know I'm safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In our prediction
You're right.
competition. So I'm back in Plzeň and Dinamo Zagreb, and I just have a good feeling next Tuesday and Wednesday, it won't be good days for you. It won't be good days. Yeah,
I don't know, man. I look. First off, I thought Kadi, the Brazilian for Qarabağ, did a great game. Very energetic and lively on the ball. I was always trying to look for guys to pass to. It was very, very impressive from him. I thought Zubir also got some good crosses into the box. I feel like Waji should have done a bit better for them. I just felt like Qarabağ, the play from until the final third was really good, but then that final shot on target, I always felt it was quite tame, and it wasn't like there was one or two pretty decent shots, but then I don't know. They should have gotten their actual shooting boots on and tried to get some actual power behind it, because I didn't see it enough. I watched most of that game at work, but definitely bummed out with Qarabağ. I feel that might have been a missed opportunity, to be fair.
Well said. They did look good, and Gurbanov and his boys are going to look to bat themselves. But look, the thing too, right? You say you travel to Azerbaijan, right? Yeah. And the thing, they have to travel all the way to the Czech Republic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it works either way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for them, they would have want to go into that tie with somewhat of a lead, something to hold on to, and something to play for, But the fact that they have to play over the weekend and then travel next week, I think it's definitely going to affect them. Wherefore, for Plzeň,
they'll be home anyway.
They'll be home. They'll know they have the big game. They're going to rest players on the weekend, and they'll be all right. I think they're going to come to. I'm confident. That's why I went for them, man.
I definitely think. Yeah, the winners out of that so far, you would have taken a 0-0 if you're Plzeň, especially if the way they set up. You play the result that you want. They wanted a draw, they got it. Exactly. They would have been in some big trouble though if Qarabağ just scored one of those opportunities, which I'm still pretty. I'm trying to cling on to that for optimism, because if Qarabağ do score, then it's like, all right, now you really have to press the issue. And I felt like Qarabağ marked out Muslera and Chori out of the game, really.
Yeah.
They didn't have nothing to work with because they're like, the coach set them up so defensively. I've never been a fan of when you play defensive football. Yeah, if you play like that the second leg, if Bodo Glimt do that and it gets them the result in them Champions League, fine. But I always feel if you're playing defensive in the first leg,
sometimes you're required to play defensive football.
It's a necessary evil.
Just make sure Newcastle know that they have to come a little defensive on the weekend, because if you come open, you're gonna get Swiss cheesed up. Just want to put that out there right now.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you and I have to link up on Friday to do a Newcastle Man City preview. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, look, big up to everybody in the chat. Devante Caprice is saying Glasgow Rangers and PSV Eindhoven could go either way for the return leg. Only need one goal. Indeed, indeed. Lego Dude, big up to you. Jonathan Rincon, big up to Tyrese Pierre, Daniel Stanich. Everybody in here right now, thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Appreciate the love and the support. So, Steve, we're going to go back here and we're going to continue. We got 2 more games to wrap up before, we say good night. And the next game, very, very entertaining
Another
game
barn
between
burner.
Maccabi Haifa and
These
Crvena
guys.
Zvezda.
These
Look,
guys are different.
we went for Zvezda, but, look, Maccabi Haifa knocked off Olympiacos against all odds. And look, we should have taken the warning signs and we should have given him a little bit more respect. But we went for Zvezda, even though Zvezda's still in the tie pretty much, where they would go home and they could look to eke out a 2-0 or 1-0 win, take it to extra time, finish things off. But I have to say, Haifa, they have a lot of fighting spirit, man. Because look, these guys, Haifa went ahead first to Peru, and then Crvena Zvezda came back in the game with those back-to-back goals, the Pesic, the deflection from the Katai shot, and Kanga being laid up to it was just laid off on a platter for him, and he just smashed it in. And
Kanga is class.
You could see, both him and Kangwa are class. So you could see Dejan Stankovic actually doing the dances like the African players as well. And I was like, look at this dude. Look at this dude. He don't even know what's going to hit him right about now. But remember, I don't know if you remember when we first spoke about Maccabi Haifa, and I mentioned Peru, and I mentioned how clinical this guy is. Because I've seen him on many occasions for the Haitian national team, and this guy don't play no games, man. You know what I'm saying? When you see him and Dawkins Nazan hook up for the Haitian team, and I'm telling you, so
MB means business.
Yep, and I'm telling you, Francie Peru, that was a very, very good piece of business brought in from Ganga up in the 2nd division of French football.
Yeah,
and he scored a brace. He's been the top scorer so far this season. The fans are loving him, and the second goal is the goal, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That crossing by that cross was by, let me tell you who that cross was. Haziza. Oh my God, that was one of the deadliest crosses I've seen for a long time. And the way Peru just took it, I think Milan Boyan could have done a better job with that, but I guess it hit him unexpectedly, man. A rocket of a header, man. And they just went ahead and finished it off because I think they allowed too much space to Cherry. That was a brilliant goal. You know what I'm saying? That was a brilliant goal indeed.
Yeah.
And Crvena Zvezda threw the kitchen sink at it later on in the game. I think they're missing Milan Pavkov for this clash too, so that wouldn't have helped. But Alexander Dragovic could have done better in terms of the defending on that third goal. Allowed Cherry too much space. But Haifa, look, this one is well poised. It would take a lot. It would take a lot to go to that stadium, and what's the Maracana? It would take a lot to go there, man, because I watched the video one time and a guy was explaining the atmosphere there, and he explains how the whole stadium shakes. You know what I'm saying? And it moves.
You gotta walk through that tunnel.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking it looks like hell, bro.
Yeah, man. So it's gonna take a lot for Maccabi.
You know what? Olympiacos isn't a fun, friendly little kiddie place to go play either. Those are some football mad fanatics in Greece. So if Maccabi Haifa can go there and win 4-0, who's to say they can't do the same thing to Zvezda? They put 3 past them today.
To be honest, I won't mind. I won't mind seeing Maccabi Haifa in the Champions League just for us to have a different team. You
And
know, that's a
refresh.
little. It would be refreshing. It would be.
They
very,
could be a
very-
Cinderella. They could be a Cinderella side. I mean,
exactly.
They've already shown twice, maybe the second leg too, that they can compete with some decent run-of-the-mill European sides, like maybe B tier of Europa League kind of sides. So I don't see why they couldn't do something special in the group stage. You get a good draw, a kind draw, then the world's your oyster. You could do whatever you can. So
Yeah.
very entertaining.
I won't mind seeing. I really won't mind seeing them. I really.
It's a
really won't
win-win
mind
because
seeing
you
them
either get Red Star in the Champions League, which is special, or this, which is something special but new. So
And the thing is, too, like with a team like Maccabi Haifa, right? If they do qualify for the Champions League, they know that they could invest as well because they'll have a few days, they'll have at least a week in the transfer window to identify, any kind of talent because they know they'll be in the Champions League. Even, they will be in the Europa League or the Champions League. So maybe they've already identified, some type of talent to actually bring into the team. And they're working on that because, but for the Champions League, bringing in more quality would definitely help more than it'll hurt. So brilliant.
I got some guys from Barcelona. They're always looking to sell or whatever.
But brilliant comeback, come from behind win for Maccabi Haifa over Crvena Zvezda. It was a back and forth game, you know what I'm saying? Crvena came back and went ahead, and then Maccabi Haifa came from behind and ended up winning the game too. So,
I do think Haifa will advance, by the way, because I think they can get a draw.
I'm sticking with my picks, bro. I'm not flip flopping.
You changed one of them, didn't you? You changed.
No. I didn't change.
You said Copenhagen.
No, I didn't change. I'm giving them the edge. You know what I mean? But I didn't change. You know what I'm saying? But look, sock pass it to Tyrese Pierre in the house, to see the Haitian, I think that's a Haitian flag, right? You got going on there, so big up to Tyrese Pierre. Thanks for tuning in. Thomas, I said Thomas Rincon. Jonathan Rincon, Red Star Belgrade Stadium is a tough place to play. I saw the fans erupt in the place. Indeed.
Yeah.
Big up to Devontae Caprice, Maccabi Haifa underrated team. Crvena Zvezda was unlucky. So thank you guys. I appreciate you, man. You guys are the real deal. We got one more to talk about. Rangers. No. What am I saying? Benfica. I clicked the wrong one. Dynamo Kyiv nil. Benfica 2. The game was played over in Poland, adapted home for Dinamo Kyiv. And I have to say that Gilberto goal, oh my God. I was driving at that time and I lost it. I was like, God damn. That was a brilliant goal. And for Gilberto too, I don't know the player that well, but the commentator said he's 29.
Cracking right back. He's good.
He should have been about 26, bro. 26. If he was about 26 and he's doing things like this, I'm not saying that he's not, capable of playing at a higher level still, like a Champions League level team. Benfica are a Champions League level team, but, like let's say a Premier League top 6 team, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or one of those Sevilla's or Valencia,
I know what you mean.
or you know what I mean, Fiorentina. I think he used to play in Italy before, though, if I'm not mistaken. He might have been, he might have had a career in Italy, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm telling you, that was a brilliant goal. David Neres looked good in that match as well. And I think on the day, it was just the quality that separated the two teams. I know Dynamo Kyiv, they got quality, but for Benfica, man, it was quality in every single position.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Gonzalo Ramos with that second goal.
Enzo Fernandez
looks good. Everybody looked good on this team right now this season, man. So far in the Champions League qualifying.
The second goal, too, was entirely preventable from Kyiv. That's the thing.
Yeah, the second goal was a big mistake that was passed upon.
That's the thing that is going to piss off Lucescu because that's entirely preventable. What that was, bro? That was just it was poor. It was just a back pass gone completely wrong. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, this Gilberto guy, man, he looked like a warrior, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
So he's 29 and he used to play for Fiorentina and he had
And I believe Hellas
yeah,
Verona.
Hellas Verona. He went back to Brazil on a couple loan stints and he was basically playing in Brazil for the most time, but he was a Fiorentina player, made a handful of appearances in the Serie A. I don't think he had the opportunities. They didn't give him the opportunities. So he went back to Brazil like between 2017 and 2020, where he joined Benfica in 2020. Even at Benfica, it doesn't look like he's been getting the opportunities. And he was a Brazil on the 21 and on the 23. So he could be a late bloomer in the sense that he could get a big move at 29.
Just like how that who was playing for AC Milan last year that scored that winner? Junior. He scored that winner.
I know, Murat. I know who you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
Junior Messias.
Yes.
He's a late bloomer. He went from Crotone to AC Milan.
But
and before that, he was like a Division 3 player. Yeah.
But the thing is, with Gilberto, with his rise, if he does well in the Champions League, let's say he does well in the Champions League, right? He could do well enough to earn a place in Brazil's team. Don't write that off. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Because you get picked on merit. But look, enough about Gilberto. That was a wonder goal. But Gonzalo Ramos, that guy is a future, man. Look at Benfica, man. They just churning out.
You don't think Buscanin should have done better on that shot, by the way, or is it just too powerful?
Nah.
Near post?
You talking about the Gilberto shot? Nah. Yeah. It was hit too powerfully, and it came through a lot of bodies, So
that's true. Yeah. Maybe I was too harsh on him. I don't know.
He saw it late. Yeah. He saw it late. I think he saw it late. That's what
fair.
It was.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Let's not be too harsh on him. But Dynamo Kyiv, I think they played similar to how they've been playing. But they just, whatever little opportunities that they got in the game, they just couldn't, capitalize on it, man. So, you know what I mean? Pretty much it. Not much more to actually talk about in terms of that game. I think that was one of the most one-sided ones, actually. And I'm not surprised that it ended in a 2-0 win for Dynamo.
All of these games were close.
For Benfica.
All of these games were close. All of them had at least one goal or tie. Except Benfica. Yeah.
So, look, 6 ties. Right now, it seems like, look, we can't write off Kyiv because we saw what Rangers did in the last round, coming back from 2-0 down. Yeah. But it's looking, with Benfica going home, it's looking like that one's a wrap. The Zvezda Haifa one is going to be tricky because Zvezda is going to be home. Same for Plzeň Qarabağ, same for PSV Rangers, same for every one of these ties except for the Kyiv Benfica one. I think is all done and this is the only one that's done and dusted. The other ones, the other ones are still, very much wide.
Other ones could be completely script flipped.
Yep. So look, before we end it today, let's just take a look at what's happening in these other leagues, man. Europa League. Do we have any fixtures coming up in the Europa League? All right, we got Europa League fixtures coming up on Thursday, actually tomorrow. HJK Silkeborg. We got Ferencváros Shamrock Rovers, Zurich versus Hearts, Malmo Sivasspor, Apollon versus Olympiacos. Ooh, we got that. Okay. Punic versus Sheriff. Okay. Ludogorets versus Bulgaria. Ludogorets versus Zalgiris. I said versus Bulgaria. Dnipro. What? Where did Dnipro come out of? Like,
they were third.
No. Wow. I haven't seen anything about this team in a long time though.
Yeah, they were third in Ukraine, if I'm not mistaken.
Wasn't this the team that had got to the final of the Europa League one year?
No, that was Dnipro Dopriapsk or something crazy like that. No, that was no.
It's a different Dnipro team then.
Yeah. Let me look up that final.
Is this like a Phoenix club or something from that one?
No,
Because-
it's separate, I believe. Let me
because
look it up though.
Dnipro, because this is I'm pretty sure that this is the team that won the got to the final with that
Dnipropetrovsk. Dynamo Dnipropetrovsk was the team that played.
That team was dissolved in 2019. That same team.
So
that got
SC,
to the,
So SC Dnipro.
Mm.
Yeah, it's based in Dnipro.
But it's a different team.
Yeah.
Okay. They come up against Ajax Larnaca of Cyprus. Ghent.
Well, it says, yeah.
A lot of Cypriot teams are in the Europa League, though.
Well, Turkey goes down, Cyprus is coming up.
Wow.
So I looked up. Oh, sorry. Go on. Sorry.
No, let me just finish this off. Ghent versus Armenia and Austria Vienna versus Fenerbahce. So those are the ones in the playoffs right now. Yeah, playoff second legs. Those are the ones in the playoffs right about now. And you have there's some teams that already qualified for the Europa League, or maybe not. There's gonna be 6 that come down from the Champions League playoffs. There's how many ties there? There's the Europa League is a bit confusing right about now. It is.
That's true.
It is. You check the latest here. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. Group stage as it stands. Oh yeah, there's some clubs in the group stages already, of course, like Man United. How could I forget that?
Arsenal.
These are the teams that are in the group stages already. Arsenal, United. Come.
Arsenal, Man United, Real Betis.
Come on. Yeah, Betis. You got Sociedad, Roma, Lazio, Freiburg, Union Berlin, Nantes, Rennes, Monaco, Braga, Sturm Graz got in. Sturm Graz and Monaco actually got in from the
I think they were the highest coefficient or something like that.
Yeah, no, remember they got in from the last path.
Yeah, from the last Champions League.
Yeah. I forgot about that, man. God damn. So Midtjylland, Union Sint-Galois, Sturm Graz, and Monaco got in that way. So, there's
Midtjylland too.
Yep, there's going to be 12 automatic qualifiers, 10 Europa League playoff winners, and 10 sides transferring from the Champions League. And we've already had 4, and there's going to be 6 more coming down. So,
Makes sense,
yeah. So, what were you going to say before I interrupted you?
No, I interrupt. No, it's my bad. I do that so much. Anyways, so I looked up SC Dnipro 1, and it says it's a professional Ukrainian football team from Dnipro. While not officially a successor of FC Dnipropetrovsk, SC Dnipro 1 took over all of the infrastructure of the former club, including its academy.
Exactly, that's what I mean. It's a Phoenix club. Yeah, it's like
officially, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Phoenix club because a phoenix is when something dies and it rises from the ash. So it's basically a Phoenix club of the old Dnipro that got to the Europa League final, I think, with Konoplyanka and those guys. I think you remember Real Madrid had signed a Ukrainian guy, like they made like this weird signing back around that time. I think that guy played for that team too, if I'm not mistaken. Big up to boy. Huh?
Bakaran who? Or who are you talking about?
No, the player signed to Real Madrid, a Ukrainian player.
Right.
Back in that time, yeah. And he hardly played though. But big up to AD744, big up to Palomo, Alexander Hilton, everybody in the house right about now. Patrick, big up to you as well. So look, let's just briefly look at what the Europa Conference League. Though Steve, I can't go through all of these fixtures though. I really can't. You know what I mean? There's too many fixtures.
Djurgården beat Appelwell 3-0. Interesting.
No, I'm not. I'm not going through the fixtures, Steve. I'm not.
You just look at them.
I just want to look at West Ham's playing tomorrow.
Viborg.
West Ham coming up against Viborg, and I saw that of Viborg, they have a couple players that can't travel because of the whole,
Visa.
Brexit shit. You know what I'm saying?
Villarreal play Hajduk Split. That'll be an interesting game.
Oh, so it's not a lot of ties anymore. I guess they got eliminated from the third round, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a lot, but I'm still not gonna go through them though. I'm not gonna go through them. I'm not.
No.
I'm surprised Applewell got beaten 3-0 by this team.
By Djurgården. No, that Djurgården team is actually pretty good, to be fair. I've watched them a few times. They're all right. They're all right, to be honest.
Yo, but the thing is, right?
The
Europa League and the Conference League are like a scout's paradise. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You go there and you look for talent and, good recruitment. And I think teams like Bodo Glimt could do some scouting. Some of these teams, they got to do their homework, man. And this is where you got to do your homework in these competitions. So, look, I just wanted to take a brief look at what was going on in those other tournaments. I don't want to spend forever talking about them. So, I'm about to get up out of here. I want to get maybe a little power nap. I've been up all day. But it was fun. It was fun doing it again, once again with you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming through,
Of course.
Little man sleeping here, fast asleep in dreamland. But guys, appreciate you tuning in once again for this live stream talking Champions League football. I can't wait until the group stage is officially here so we could start talking about the groups. You know what I'm saying? So we could,
It's exciting. Even the draw is like, ooh, what's your favorite? What theoretical group looks?
Well, next Thursday the draw comes out. I do my Premier League live stream on that day. So maybe on the Friday we could talk about the draw. Yeah. Maybe on the Friday we could link up and talk about the draw.
Yes.
But the Wednesday, the next time that we'll meet, Steve, will be next Wednesday. So, clear 45 minutes out of your schedule. Tell your girl,
I will.
Tell your girl, like, you got some things to do. You know what I'm saying? And only 45 minutes. Not gonna be super long. And we talk Champions League, group stage a little bit before the draw, which will be on a Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It sucks that I'll be at work for the draw, though. It really sucks. Yeah, but it's okay. It's all good. So, look, man, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate you guys as usual. There's going to be a lot more streams coming in 2022 and beyond.
Yeah.
And, the Champions League streams would be accompanied by the boy Steve Mahala. And, guys, if you want to check him out, he's on Twitter at Stove Mahala. I guess that was a typo, or Steve Mahala was taken.
No, it was on purpose.
Why you did that, though?
Because my nickname in high school, motherfuckers called me Stove.
Oh, my God.
Seriously, I don't know why. They just call me fucking Stove. So I'm like, all right.
Man.
I'm Stove Mahala then.
You give me a good laugh there, bro. But look, guys, thanks for tuning into this live stream. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you haven't yet done so. Big up to everybody watching the replay. And from Steve and I, until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.